Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Randall. This is the McClures. We react, review, make fun of, we laugh at stuff over here. We're sponsored by McClures.store. Links in the description if you want to help support the channel. We sell quality American products, help to support the country, keep me going on here. We're checking out another video from Forbes Breaking News. They do a pretty good job of chunking up a lot of these political hearings and whatnot. We're going to get into this. It's coming whether people like it or not. Lauren Boebert lashes out at a Dem over Green New Deal remarks. I'm curious. Let's get into it. See what they're talking about.
Is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate you holding this important hearing today. With the average price of gasoline nationwide currently sitting at $3.35 and the average hard rock mining project taking 7 to 10 years to go through the NEPA permitting process, clearly we must do more to streamline the permitting process and encourage responsible energy production. And I must just add that I'm not thrilled to hear the remarks from Mr. Squillace, excuse me, and the ranking member. It's coming, whether people like it or not. The Green New Deal, wind, solar, it's coming, whether people like it or not. We're not even going to allow the markets to decide.
Yeah, what does that mean?
The markets were deciding with fossil fuels, and it was a reliable and efficient energy source, and then the federal government came in and shut them down and heavily subsidized wind and solar, so-called renewables that are not renewable.
Correct.
And now we hear it's coming whether people like it or not. You're going to learn to like it because the federal government is going to put the...
Yeah, the term renewables is funny in itself. It's renewable as long as you completely replace all the equipment every 20 years. It's renewable energy. We consume an obnoxiously higher percentage of greenhouse gas emissions to produce this recurring energy that we have to reproduce every 20 years. But trust us, it's better for you.
Restrictions and regulations to force you to have it, and you're going to like it whether you whether you want to or not. Praise the Lord. Look, I'm proud to support both of these well-crafted bills that we're here to discuss today that will do the work that's needed to streamline the permitting process and encourage responsible energy production here in America. I'm also thrilled that the TAP American Energy Act also includes the American Energy Act that I introduced. My bill, H.R. 1067, is important to the people in my district and will help reduce gas prices by providing certainty for energy producers. Now, Chief Operating Officer Knotts, you talk about this in your testimony, but the Biden administration continues to ignore the leasing mandates in the Mineral Leasing Act and the Outer Continental Shelf Lands Act. Will this bill force the administration and future administrations to comply with the law?
Well, it certainly should. Again, thank you for the question. As I said earlier, the laws are there, but the Biden administration has not enforced the Mineral Leasing Act and OXLA. This bill will require quarterly lease sales, which is very important to get that process both onshore and offshore. And I just want to also stress again how important or how negative the president has been. I can't tell you the impact that the administration is saying no more drilling on federal lands, no more drilling offshore. The president saying again, no ability for the oil industry to provide, to continue to drill, period.
He wants to end fossil fuels.
Has a dampening effect. Has a dampening effect on small producers that we represent to get out there and operate. And one other thing I would say is you're talking about the energy renaissance that happened with hydraulic fracturing. Nobody knew that. So if you're talking about we know what's going to happen, we know the market decided that. Energy producers, independent producers, took huge risks to go down, hydraulically frack, horizontal, and the energy renaissance has happened. Thank God that happened. Thank God that now that we have a situation in Ukraine and elsewhere, that people
Innovation
didn't say,
saves
oh,
us.
we're done. Our producers, American producers, went out and said, we're going to take the risk, small producers, and that's benefited all of us.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Knotts. Now, it was reported yesterday that President Biden was incorrect about his assertions that the industry is sitting on 9,000 drilling permits, according to the BLM. In reality, those numbers are much lower, potentially due to a clerical error, how convenient, or computer system malfunction. Now, Mr. Knotts, you explain to those, will you explain to those
How convenient Biden's talking point was just a typo. Wasn't his mistake.
in this subcommittee who have echoed those same remarks that Joe Biden said, that the revised number means, what the revised number means, and why the industry might not be able to use a permit immediately upon receipt?
So the numbers were, again, as we talked about 9,000, were by the agency's own admission reduced down to 6,600. Again, that will tell you how unclear the agency is on what's happening. The President of the United States himself used the 9,000 figure,
Correct.
which was wrong. Second of all, many of those approved permits are tied up in litigation, lawsuits from the environmental community, both in New Mexico and Wyoming. Leases are tied up. So as you're talking about leasing, it's really important to understand the tied up in litigation. And then finally, it's not just a spigot that you open up. Once you get a permit, it takes a huge amount of work. This doesn't happen overnight. So we certainly take exception to this idea that you can just turn these projects on and off overnight.
Right. Thank you, Mr. Knotts. My time has expired, and thank you.
What do you mean? What do you mean, man? What do you mean? You can just do it, man. You can just
to the
do it.
witnesses who are here today.
Turn on the spigot.
Thank the gentleman from Colorado. The gentleman from Montana is recognized. 5 minutes.
So, Lauren Boebert, pretty interesting stuff, pretty boring stuff going on. But yet again, we got more industry leaders, more CEOs, more tycoons getting up there directly telling the people how much Biden is hurting businesses. And that's what's screwing up the economy. And we still got dumbasses in my comment section like that other person talking about how great Biden is. It's ridiculous, bro. It's absolutely crazy. I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel for these news updates. McClures.store if you want to support the channel or send a donation. Links down in the description. We're live on Rumble Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 3:30 to 5:30 if you want to come hang out. I appreciate it, guys. Take care. Have a good weekend.